Today we are going to discuss fitting a binomial distribution when you know the p-value. Four unbiased coins are tossed 256 times. Find the theoretical frequencies for the number of tails obtained. Here, how many coins are tossed? 4 coins, and small n is 4. How many times it is tossed? That is capital N, 256. So it's a fair coin. Fair or unbiased meaning is same. Unbiased coin P is 0.5. Q is 1 minus P. That is 1 minus 0.5 is 0.5. The PMF, but before that, let X be the number of tails obtained in 4 tosses. Then PMF, P of x is equal to NCX, P to the power of x into q to the power of n minus x. X is 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Or just write n first. Next, P of x is equal to n 4cx p 0.5 whole raised to x into 0.5 whole raised to 4 minus x. X is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. In the previous sessions, I told when P and Q is same, x will get cancelled. It simplifies to 4cx 0.5 whole raised to 4. Now we find the probabilities P0, P1, P2, P3, P4. That is 4c0 into 0.5 whole raised to 4. That is 4c0 is 1. 1 into 0.0625. 0.0625 is the probability. Next, 4c1 into 0.5 whole raised to 4. That is 4 into 4c1 is 4, 0.0625. It's 0.25. Next, 4c2 into 0.5 whole raised to 4. 4c2 is 6, 6 into 0.0625. 0.3750. Then 4c3 into 0.5 whole raised to 4 is 4c3 is 4. 4 into 0.0625 is 0.25. Then 4c4 into 0.5 whole raised to 4 is 1 into 0.0625. 0.0625. These are the probabilities. I need the frequencies, theoretical frequencies. So T0 equals to capital N into P0. That is capital N 256 into 0.0625. That is 16. Then T1 is equal to N into P1, that is 256 into 0.25, that is 64. Then T2 is N into P2, that is 256 into 0.3750, 96. Then T3 is equal to N into P of 3, that equals to 256 into 0.25 64. T4 is n into P of 4, that is 256 into 0.0625, that is 16. Add this, you will get capital N 256. This is one method of doing this one. There is one more method called as fitting the distribution using recurrence relation. Second method, using recurrence relation. Tx is equal to n plus 1 minus x divided by x into p by q into tx minus 1. Tx minus 1. You calculate up to t0 using this formula only. So I got my t0 value as 16. T0 value as 16. Now I calculate T1 is equal to N4. My N value is 4. 4 plus 1 minus X value is also 1 divided by 1. In this case, P by Q value you calculate once. 0.5 divided by 0.5 is 1. 1 into T1 minus 1, 0. That is 4 plus 1, 5. 5 minus 1, 4 by 1 into 1 into my T0 is 60. So you will get 64. Next, T2 equals to 4 plus 1 minus 2 divided by 2. Just you change the x values and this one into T1. 0 will become now 1. So it is 4 plus 1, 5. 5 minus 2, 3 by 2 into T1 is 64. If you do the cancellation, you will get 96. Then T3 is equal to 4 plus 1 minus 3 divided by 3 into 1 into T2. That equals to 5 minus 3, 2 by 3 into 96. 32, it's 64. Finally T4. T4 is equal to 4 plus 1 minus 4 divided by 4 into T3. That is 5. 5 minus 4, 1. 1 by 4 into 64. 16 times it goes. So we got all the frequencies now. 16, 64, 96, 64, 16. You add it up. Capital N is equal to 256. Either find the probability and then multiply with capital N each time. You will get all the theoretical frequencies. Or else use the reference relation. Tx is equal to n plus 1 minus x divided by x into p by q into tx minus 1. Substitute the x value and tx minus 1 values. You will get these values. You observe this one. 16 to 64, then 96, 64 and 19. See 16, 16, 64, 64, 96. If you plot a graph for this, it will be a symmetric curve. It will be a symmetrical curve. So both mean, median and mode will be equal for this kind of distribution. So in properties we can learn when p is equal to 1 by 2, when p is 1 by 2 or 0.5, the distribution is symmetrical. The distribution is symmetrical. So this is how we will put a binomial distribution when p value is known. When p value is to get frequencies. Then finally add up those frequency total should be equal to capital N. Or using the recurrence relationship after substituting up to T0 value, you go for a recurrence relation. Tx is equal to n plus 1 minus x divided by x into p by q into tx minus 1. So if it involves fraction, better you go for a recurrence relation. So many values you have to type it here. Here luckily your p value is 0.5. Your calculations are done within less time. If it is other value, it takes more time. Better you follow the recurrence relation. That's about fitting a binomial distribution when p value is given, finding the critical values. When coin is unbiased, if you plot the tosses number of times, you will get a symmetrical shape. That means when p is equal to 0.5, the binomial distribution is symmetrical. That's one of the property of a binomial distribution. In next session, we will fit a binomial distribution when p value is not given. Thank you, students.